Alrighty guys, so what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the volume down on this program I'm watching here. And I'm going to plug in to take the power over the edge. I'm going to plug in my soldering iron. And I got this little makeshift holder thing for it, which is fine. And I have to do this repair right here on this thing. So what I need to do is get some flux going. So this thing will flow. There's some there. There's some there, and we'll put some on the soldering iron. Okay, and I got a little tiny bit of solder here to attempt to get this sucker going. Now, I don't think the soldering iron is, it's smoking, so it's just getting started now. We're pulling 0.4 amps at 120 volts, so this should probably send it over the edge for basically, yeah, I can hear it. I gotta put a dab of, a big blob of solder right on the point here. Ooh, shit, that was hot. I'm just going to heat the metal up so it merges with the bottom portion when it presses down in there, and then I should be able to let it go. There it goes. Oops. I'll have to use the stone to hold it. There. See, we're still smoking here. Okay, you guys see this? It's now soldered back into place, that bus bar. So now all I gotta do is get some batteries to check it to make sure. So what I'm gonna do with the soldering iron is jam it in my little ghetto holster, pull the plug, let that sucker cool off. Not the best outfit in the world, but yeah, that held. So hopefully no damage to the circuitry or anything, and hopefully this will now work as another lithium pack. So sweet. Alright, so another project done, and that thing worked really well. So we'll get rid of some flux and solder and we'll clean up here. Alrighty guys, since my battery is a beast and I can't drain it down very much, I'm going to try plugging in one of these grow lights that that was donated to me here, and I'm sure they pull a lot of juice. So we will find out shortly when I plug this beast in. So let me set the camera up, and I want to see the amps and everything on this deal, so I'll raise up the camera for you guys and we'll zoom in. Okay, so here goes nothing, guys. Oops, wrong port. Here we go, let's try this. Whoa, we are pulling 1 amp. 1 amp. Now this is looks like to be a full spectrum light. I'm going to try to zoom in. 1 amp at 120 volts, and this should bring us down. Now obviously we're going to see what I can do here for see if I can actually use these at the off-grid tiny house. But looks like this link was disconnected, so let's fix that. I'm going to pick this thing up carefully. And so it uses 1 amp constantly, and it's got fans in it, which is kind of neat. And I'm gonna have to rig something up to hang this somewhere, because it's probably not a good idea for me to be looking at this light 24/7. So at least I know it works and I can run it over here. So how about I just go away till the battery does its thing, because that's awfully bright, as you can tell. Whoa, probably not good for the eyeballs. I'm not entirely sure on that, but we'll find out. Really don't want to leave it running. I'll probably just unplug it, but anyways, my battery, my lithium battery is so good, guys, that I have trouble bringing it down with what I have. All my equipment is pretty efficient. So when I get the second one and parallel it together, I'm not going to have any issues whatsoever. I'm going to leave power on 24/7, inverter included, and have my fridge hooked up, and will not have to blink an eye or worry about losing power, even on crap days like this. So gotta love it, guys. Unbelievable. It's costly, like the battery. You got to spend your money on the battery as opposed to the solar panels, in my opinion. But you do need a good quality MPPT charge controller. I don't care how shitty your solar is, you got to put your money in the batteries and the MPPT charge controller, right? That's the most important. Also, if you want to run 120 volt stuff, make sure you get a nice pure sine wave inverter. That's a quality one, and then you're good to go. But other than that, back here, guys, I am gonna have to think about this another day, figure out what we're gonna be doing, because I know one thing for sure, that switch over deal, that clicky, is going. I'm disconnecting it when I disconnect this battery, and then I'm gonna have solar and turbine on one battery, and I think that's the best way to go, if you ask me. I may do an experiment where I take power from Oh, Dr. Evil. I may do an experiment where I take the turbine power from this battery, run it through one of these guys, like a load thing, a load switch, then into the solar side of the MPPT, which will then convert it and be custom charted and send that way over to the lithium for recharging as well. Have to think about it. Maybe Stu can give me some hints here what I'm looking at. But anyways, let's go check on this. Constant 1 amp draw, and it's still on overvolt disconnect on the MPPT. Oh, did it change? No. It's still doing the blinky blinky, so that sucks. Alrighty guys, so it looks like I can use those lights here at the off-grid tiny house. I have 3 of them, and if I put all 3 in, I bet I can drop that thing in a heartbeat. And I don't want to kill my eyeballs either though. But yeah, I think for now that's good enough. I'm just gonna let everything charge in the cabinet and I should be good. So be back in a bit.